What's up guys, DevildogGamer here. We are playing Hired Ops. Hired Ops is an early access game that seriously flew under my radar when it's something I should have caught on to instantly. If you're thinking it looks familiar, that's a good reason why. And I'll explain the links here and there. But what Hired Ops is the spiritual successor to Contract Wars. If you've never played Contract Wars is a browser-based game, either on Facebook or Congregate, that was multiplayer, free to play, was a lot of fun. I play it from time to time, just a great free-to-play multiplayer game. Had two groups, mercenary groups, battling it out. Lots of weapon unlocks, lots of customization. Just an absolute blast to play. Now, what Hired Ops is literally the updated version of it. Almost weapon, pretty much exactly the same. Just updated. A lot of the maps are the same. A lot of the weapons are the same. Just better graphics. Now, the funny thing is, a lot of you are probably going to be like, but Devil, this kind of looks like Escape from Tarkov. You're kind of correct there. See, the company that makes Contract Wars, Absolute Soft, a bunch of their developers broke off and started Escape from Tarkov. So they share a lot of the same developers. And I can only assume that the developers for Escape from Tarkov were working on Hired Ops at some point in time and were using the same engine, etc. And that's why Escape from Tarkov looks pretty similar to Hired Ops, vice versa. But they share a lot of similarities, especially on the nighttime maps. When you turn on the night vision, you can see the similarities between the two. And I think it's great, personally. I'm a huge fan of Contract Wars. I like Contract Wars. It is a bit dated. And that's why I'm excited to see Hired Ops come in as early access, because we need a newer version of Contract Wars. It's a great game to play. I feel like this is going to be an awesome sequel. Now, a lot of these graphics are really nice. There's a lot of customization to these weapons. Everything's, the weapon sounds are just insanity. When bullets start flying all around you, it gets crazy. Just the sounds of it are amazing. I'm really impressed with it so far. I do have a few gripes here and there. My biggest gripe is at the fact that there's not many people playing this at the moment. I feel like it really did fly under the radar, and not a lot of people are on it. So, the people that are actually playing, it's majority Russian. This is, these are the type of games, these Russian companies, they're dominated by Russian players. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's like, it's a Russian company, it's a Russian game, easier access for Russians, servers are Russian. It's going to be dominated by Russian players. There's nothing wrong with that. The only problem is that when you have this small amount of player base, because it is a newer early access game, you find yourself fighting Russians on Russian servers. And then you start to actually get, low ping or high ping, and then it becomes kind of an uphill battle. Not to say it's not doable, but you're not going to do as good as you were. I did have quite a few problems with this here and there, to where I would be, we would have latency issues there, and I got to give the developers credit. I've been watching the Steam. They are updating it quite a bit. One of the biggest things I actually like about this is, compared to Contract Wars, is Contract Wars did not have a hold to aim button. So when you held your right mouse, you bring your sights up when you release, they go down. There wasn't any of that in Contract Wars. It was basically click the right mouse button to bring up your sights, click it again to bring them down. I hate that. I hate it so much. Hired Ops changes that. Now with Hired Ops, you can actually hold down your right mouse button to aim and release it to bring your sights down, which I think is amazing. I'm actually excited for that. That's a cool new feature that I really wish Contract Wars would have. Right now, Hired Ops is, I believe, $10 to $15. I believe, from what I was reading, it's going to go free to play once it's actually released. Then you'll have the microtransactions, just like Contract Wars, which never really was pay to win, because a lot of the weapons, it was just basically pay to spend less time on the game kind of thing, which I'm fine with. There's nothing wrong with that. Contract Wars, there wasn't really any pay to win mechanics. I was quite, impressed with that. So, it's one of those things. But a lot of people are turned off about it. A lot of people have had bad issues in Contract Wars. So I'm sure they're gonna, look at hired ops and be like, I played it. Just give it a chance. Honestly, I really want this game to succeed. I think it's great. The graphics on it are amazing. The weapon sounds are amazing. We really need this. We need a Contract Wars for the new era. Honestly, definitely if you liked Contract Wars, give hired ops a shot, please. I literally ran into the same guy. He's probably gonna be in the comments. One of the only English-speaking guys, game after game, talking about how we need more, U.S. players or EU players in the game. Honorby started playing it, but we need those things. The next little gripe I have, one of the main things I use for Contract Wars is a server browser. I can find what servers are what, see who's there, what the mode is, quickly join it from there. There's something kind of similar to that with hired ops where you can actually select the game mode, select the map, and it'll kind of put you into a queue. I really think it with the low amount of players right now, being early access, a server browser would do this game very, very well. A lot of the maps are here, including the Bay map, which is just a tiny clusterfucky map. I'm not a fan. I don't like those tiny Contract War maps, and hired ops definitely. It's not fun at all, to be completely honest. In this, I don't like the small maps on this. But, the cool thing is, though, that they actually added in to where when you die, you can select from your loadouts. Instead of backing out like you had to do with Contract Wars, in hired ops, you can just go right on over when you die, select your loadout, which is awesome. And it feels like right now that since it's early access, the amount of grinding to unlock, because that was one of the things with Contract Wars, to get your attachments was quite a grind. To get your new attachments. And all these weapons have like at least 50 to 60 different attachments. So going down the chain for it, it in Contract Wars took quite a bit of time. But with hired ops, it's actually super quick. You get it done. You go for it. You get your weapons attachments pretty quickly, which is awesome. Another thing is the skills from Contract Wars are here. There is a skill tree. It's not quite as extensive as Contract Wars, but it's definitely here. You can get your skills, unlock them all. As you can see, I got armor here. I got the armor skill. So that a lot of what Contract Wars did is being carried over to hired ops. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I really want to continue playing this. The player base just needs to increase a little bit, which is why I'm making a video. It's amazing. I really like it. The graphics for it, on point. I'm really enjoying it. Bigger lobbies, more players. Some of the larger maps, they do have Parkside, they do have the Lake map, which are awesome maps. Those are big sniper maps. Love it a lot. One of the big things that made Contract Wars awesome, though, was the fact that there was no sprint in it. There was no sprint button in Contract Wars at all. You can increase your mobility to make yourself move faster, switch to a pistol, move faster. But with hired ops now, as you can see, there's a sprint. I'm not sure if I like that. I kind of liked the not having a sprint button. I thought that was kind of a cool thing with Contract Wars, but I could see why it was kind of needed. It was one of the few first-person shooters that didn't have a sprint in it, to be completely honest. So it only seems logical that for hired ops they would put that one in. Yeah, a lot of the graphics are awesome. You actually start with grenades now instead of having to unlock it through a skill, which is awesome. There's just so many really cool things about it. I'm really liking this game. Definitely enjoying my time with it. I want to do more. We just need the player base to increase. So definitely check it out. What other things are with this game? One of the things I've noticed is that even though there is a sprint button, a lot, on some of these, especially the Parkside and the Lake map, a lot of people will tend to start kind of creeping, take their time, crouch. As you can hear the footsteps, you can hear footsteps from quite a distance off. You can hear people reload their guns, switch their weapons. So I see a lot of people starting to kind of creep, silently move about, try to kind of get, the edge over the people. So a lot of these maps, you'll see people kind of doing that instead of the run and gun. So it's kind of nice to see that sneakiness into it. But yeah, but as somebody who's played Escape from Tarkov, yes, I have played it. That's all I can say. It definitely shares a lot of similarities. So if you're excited for Escape from Tarkov, definitely at least give this a shot because it shares a lot of the same mechanics and the weapons and just the feel to it But it's here now, and you can play it in a multiplayer aspect. It's definitely really cool. I'm liking Hired Ops. If you guys want to see more Hired Ops, let me know in the comments below. I'll definitely play some more of the Honor Bee. If you want to check it out, it's on Steam. Just type in your search bar, Hired Ops, and check it out. Talk to you guys later. Peace.